Hello, this is Ollie's Movie Madness, and I'm here to do a movie review of Sasquatch Sunset. Now, when this movie was announced, I did not know anything about it. I'm like, what is this? So, I watched the film today, and oh dear, this has got to be one of the grossest movies I've ever seen. All it is that it's really disgusting because the storyline is not really a storyline. All it is that you have these four Sasquatches, and all they do is eat, sleep, and mate. That's it. That's all they do. And to say this movie grossed me out, that's putting it lightly. Because everything about this movie is gross. Because it relied too much on gross out humor and really explicit and dirty stuff that I don't even think I should go into very deeply. But I'll mention some of it. What about the fact that starts off with Jesse Eisenberg? He played the male Sasquatch, and he's fucking the female. That's how the movie starts. The first 15 minutes is Jesse Eisenberg as a Sasquatch fucking the female, and that was fucking gross. Like, I didn't need to see that. The female Sasquatch, she gets run over by a car. It's not that funny. It's kind of disgusting. Well, actually, one of them gets hit by a car. I don't really care to think about which one because they were all garbage. There's literally a scene where the mother gives birth and it comes out her area, and that almost made me throw up. But the worst scene where the alpha male tried to sexually abuse the female Sasquatch by showing dominance, and yeah, I don't need to see that. I don't need to see animals harassing each other. I didn't need to see that. There are scenes of Jesse Eisenberg peeing in the middle of the road, which that was gross. There was one where the child, the son, the Sasquatches, eats the placenta, which, ew, I don't want to go into that scene, but if you've seen the movie, you know which scene I'm referring to. This movie is just so fucking gross. Oh dear, I am not making this up. I literally puked. I almost puked. I didn't barf, but I almost came close to just throwing up as I was watching this movie because it was just so nauseating. Look, gross out, in terms of gross out, I'm very mixed on it. Some of it is funny. This is almost as gross as movie 43. It's that bad. And there's nothing funny about this movie. Again, I don't find it funny with Jesse Eisenberg peeing in the middle of the road as a Sasquatch. I don't find that funny. I don't want to see a close up of a Sasquatch's asshole in my face. No one wanted to see a Sasquatch's asshole in front of the camera. And it lingers on that shot for a minute, and it's okay, move on. I don't need to see a Sasquatch's butt. I didn't need to see that. There's just there's too much sex stuff in this movie. It's just gross. It's frankly kind of weird. I would have liked it better if this was just a documentary about Bigfoot. That would make sense. But no, let's just have it be radar. Let's have the alpha male be horny towards the female. Let's have the child watch the mother get hit by a car. Let's have a scene where they scream at one another for a solid minute, and it was not funny. This movie is basically gross out bad. And okay, it's not as bad as the Human Centipede movies. It's not as bad as those. But in terms of of this decade, the 2020s and 2024, oh dear, this is one of the grossest movies I have ever seen of this entire decade, and I am not watching this movie again. Unless I think of doing a commentary on it. Although maybe for that I should wear a fucking blindfold so I don't have to see any dirty stuff. Because that movie just goes way too far with the raunchiness. It does. Again, Jesse Eisenberg, I can't even call it acting because he's just making noises. It's just, whoever decided to make a sunset triple X movie with Sasquatches. I'm not even kidding here. This movie's rated R, but it feels like a PORN film. It feels like a dirty triple X movie or an NC-17 film. I'm surprised this movie wasn't NC-17 because this movie has so much gross out humor. It feels like a porn sketch. It feels like a pornographic movie that should be banned. And this is worse than the Old Guard 2. Old Guard 2, I was really disappointed. But at least that had one good thing in it. That was Charlize Theron. Literally, the only good thing about this movie is that it's short. It only clocks in like an hour and 28 minutes. So I'll give it that. We did with it 2 hours of growth out, but this, I just waited 1 hour and 28 minutes of my day, so I am never watching this film again. Unless I think of doing a commentary, but I am not doing that. You know, I might make a podcast episode ripping this movie to shreds. Because, again, I didn't need to see Jesse Eisenberg having sex with another Sasquatch. I didn't need to see that. I mean, the poster looks fine for this movie, but when you watch the actual movie, it looks utter shit. The cinematography, it looks fine when you try to ignore the sexual implications with the Sasquatches. But when you think of it like as a movie, it just is really gross and really disgusting. And this is one of those movies where you can't enjoy it like Deadfall or Unhinged or Capone. You can't enjoy it on that level of, oh, it's so bad that it's funny. Yeah, you can't enjoy it like those movies because I can watch a scene of Nicolas Cage screaming the word fuck multiple times. Or Speed 2 Cruise Control. You know what? I would rather watch the fucking leech scene. Because at least that scene, well grossed. Willem Dafoe is having fun in that scene. And that whole movie is so bad that it's funny. But overall, fuck this movie. I guess I hate this more than Kraven the Hunter. You know what? Kraven the Hunter, there's one good thing. There was no scene of Kraven pissing in the middle of the road. Unlike this movie, we had Lex Luthor from Batman vs. Superman peeing in the road in a crappy Sasquatch costume, where the costumes look really bad. They look like utter shit. I mean, I get the idea they're going for. Like, let's have a movie about Sasquatches in their daily lives. But it doesn't work because it's really dirty and really gross. So, overall, again, fuck this movie. There's no dialogue, so that's good. It's short, that's fine, but fuck the CGI. Fuck all the dirty stuff in this movie. This movie is so gross. And again, I remind you, I almost threw up while watching this film. And I also got a headache, so the movie both made me nauseous, and it almost made me want to puke. So that's how bad this movie is. And this gets a -4 out of 10 with an RA. Fuck you, because I hate this movie. This is worse than Kraven the Hunter. This is worse than Joker 2. So that is my movie review of Sasquatch Sunset. Hope you guys enjoyed.